You ready to patrol the moon? Cause we're gonna patrol the moon in Moon Patrol. Oh, thank God, better audio than before. So, this is Moon Patrol, which is a game, an arcade game apparently, even though it looks like something you'd play on in television. You can move faster and slower, but primarily you're going to be pressing two buttons, one to jump and one to shoot. As you can see, I can shoot in front of me and shoot above me. I can't change the direction that my above turret fires. Alright, we jump over craters and we shoot rocks. And we go from letter to letter, I guess. While we dodge UFOs. And apparently some of the aliens can make more craters. Yay! Time to reach point E. You have broken a record! Yay! Oh hey, look at that, Xevious! There's a changing backgrounds. Oh, and those things don't... Okay. Alright, let's do this. Wait, do you just continue where you left off? Is it one of those games? That was stupid. Go, 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 go. I was shooting. Guess you don't want to stay too close to the front. Go, 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 go. Okay, keep going, keep going. Yay. Yeah, you're able to continue when you left off. Okay. It's gonna be one of these games. So I guess we're gonna keep track of the quote-unquote money I'm spending. And I guess we just keep going until we win. No reason not to. And don't drive too fast either. Come on, come on. EJOTZ, like, okay. I have no idea what they mean. Oh, landmines. Okay, we can't shoot the landmines, we have to jump over them. Boop. Boop. This is easy. He says as he explodes. Okay, so he spent $1. Some of these are placed a little bit too close together. Goodbye, aliens. It's Moon Patrol! This one's alright. Even though I keep dying. Honestly, I think so far its greatest weakness is the fact that it does let you continue from where you left off after you die. It kind of demolishes some of its replayability. Like, after I get to Z, I don't know if I will be continuing with this one ever again. I mean, Moon Patrol is fine, it's definitely so much better than Xevious. But, I don't know, it just doesn't have that X factor, you know? Like, there are other games that other arcade games that really do hit the spot a little bit better, you know, games like Asteroids or Galaga. Ah, boulders! Like, I mean, there's really never a reason to not shoot, and by shooting continually, it's very rare you're going to be hit by a lot of these obstacles. Including aerial missiles. It's the craters that keep getting me. And honestly, Cannibal did the jumping over craters and shit better. Keep going. We're at $1.25. Oh, I know why those are only select levels. It's because we're going through all the levels. Those are just the major checkpoints. That makes more sense, I guess. And now there's nothing on the screen. Okay. Can we... Alright, looks like we're going for the last leg here. Lots of jumping. Alright, so I guess... oh, no, we can still shoot through their missiles. Good, because if we didn't, I think this would be impossible. But on the other hand, it makes it kind of too easy to just rip through them. Now, before the book, I've never heard of this arcade game before, and that's probably for a reason. It's definitely not one of the more well-known ones. I believe it's kind of faded into obscurity. I mean, it's trying to throw a lot at me, but I'm doing fine. Go. Come on. Right at the end, too, huh? Alright, we're up to $1.50. Okay, towards the end, things start getting a little bit crazy. Nothing I can't handle. Point Z! Congratulations! Time to reach point Z. Champion course. Okay, I guess it continues. But it does absolutely nothing new. I mean, Moon Patrol is definitely fun, don't get me wrong, but it really doesn't feel like one of the hard hitters. I mean, if I was able to move the turret around with a second cursor, with a second analog stick, which was kind of complicated for the time, I think I enjoyed it a lot more. Oh no, there's a guy behind me. Go! And that's my itchy trigger finger. Alright. Yeah, one thing I've noticed when it comes to games I had a real problem with is definitely an itchy trigger finger. It's very, very hard for me to be patient on something like a jump. Okay, how was I supposed to... I don't know, I'm kind of enjoying this one, but like I said, it just doesn't feel like a hard hitter. I believe this is one of the first games that has parallax scrolling, which is the backgrounds are moving at a different rate than the foreground. There we go. Which is definitely nice. I'm gonna try and get to the end of the champion thing here. I mean, you can kind of aim the upper turrets by, you know, going faster or slower, but no, I want to, like, missile command it and stuff. Also, it's kind of precise, jumping over the pits. I think... I don't know, like, I think I would like this game just so much more if I could just move that goddamn turret. And yes, I'm dying a lot right now, and I don't really know why. It's not more difficult than the previous sections. Come on, keep going. Point E, we made it. Average time. Yeah, that took a while. I don't know, like, if you try and kill all of these guys by moving faster and slower, you're gonna end up hitting something on the ground. The gameplay, things kind of go against each other. Shooting things on the ground, though, hardly requires any sense of attention. As long as you're just fast enough on the button. There's no reason to really divide your attention. Also, your vehicle is quite heavy, which is odd considering you're supposedly on the moon. If I'm just shooting in the air, it's very unlikely that I'm going to be hit by a missile or anything. Which I guess is more fair than my gun not being able to kill their missiles. A plant. I will definitely give this game credit for its variety. There is just a lot going on. A lot of different obstacles. Honestly, I am liking this one more and more. I don't know, I guess I'll promote it to a maybe for now, and we'll see how far this goes. Like, I haven't thrown the game away in frustration yet, so it's doing something right. I mean, the planets don't seem to be very different than the pits, they just give you extra points. And it's a boulder stage. I mean, it's moments like this that keep it in the maybe and not into the yes. Like, look at this. Like, as long as you're shooting quickly enough, you're really not gonna have a problem. Okay, maybe I was wrong about that. Shoot, 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 shoot. Shoot, shoot. Shoot, shoot, jump, jump. Okay, you definitely can't do that. Let's try pulling back and slowing down. I mean, there's only so much you can do. There has to be, like... I thought I... Okay, is this where the ride ends? Because I certainly can't jump over that thing. But I can't shoot it either. Alright, my goodwill is definitely going south at this point. I just can't shoot fast enough. And if I jump over it, I hit the next thing. Let's try jumping twice. Jumping over them both in quick succession. Nope. Your jump is just too slow. Your jump is too slow and heavy, so there's no way to jump over them both in quick succession. So, time to button mash. Button mash harder than that, I suppose. And if there's one thing I hate most of all in video games, it is button mashing. Okay, what the fuck am I doing wrong? That's what I would really like to know. Am I firing too quickly? Let's try that. Nope. I mean, I can hit all the other ones that are close to each other. Yeah, because of the small boulders, you have to be on the ground or you're not going to hit them. I mean, I don't want to say it's impossible, but I mean, it feels like there's just no way to do this. Alright, let's go as far ahead as I can go. And when we... Okay, now it's almost a matter of pride. There's no control that I'm missing. Just testing that out. It can't be done. It just can't. Now I'm just sticking around. Alright, let's just try keeping, try staying pulled back. Okay, so it can be done. Just took my entire allowance to figure it out. Okay, this is something I hate. I think most gamers hate this. When you're at this really difficult part, you have no idea what the fuck to do, then one miraculous time, you figure out what the fuck you're supposed to do, and then you just die and you can't figure out what you did the first time. And you know it's possible to do what you're trying to do, but you just can't do it. I think the issue is that I just literally cannot button mash fast enough. And that's because I'm kind of disabled in my fingers. Like, I'm not even kidding, like... I can't move my ring fingers and my index fingers independently from each other. Like, even without trying, like, it legitimately hurts to get my, index finger to move on its own. Away from my ring finger. I don't know why. I think it's a symptom of autism, but I'm not entirely sure. But we're through! We're through those fucking boulders! And I hope the programmer enjoyed putting them in, because those boulders there are the reason this game is a no. Like, I'm not even going to be flowery about it. Boulders is the reason this game is a no. Like, I mean, it doesn't look like it requires that much dexterity, but you fire and you jump a lot slower than you would believe. And I mean, that's not too much of a problem if you're playing, but it kind of makes it look like you're playing worse than you are. And it definitely can get some taking used to if you decide to play this game. And when it comes to arcade games, usually the criteria is, would I want to come back to this game and play it again after I'm done with the book? And because of things like the boulders, this one's definitely a no. I mean, yeah, the game is supposed to get harder, but, like, I still don't know exactly how I got through that. And it looks like all the obstacles are going to be that. I mean, most arcade games get to a point where it's impossible to continue, but we're technically on, like, level 2. And there clearly is, like, an endpoint set here. Look at that time, 600. You really have to control your speed on that one. I mean, if we were just judging this on level 1, sure, I'd say, okay, it's a yes. Might be on the line, but it could be a yes. But starting with level 2 here, this championship thing, the shit you're expected to put up with just drags it into the dregs of no. Yay! 679! Average time under 20. Okay, just normal UFOs. Nothing to worry about. Okay, this looks fun. Yeah, so I'm not as dexterous as the average person, let's just say. Luckily, my thumbs work fine, and I'm able to hold things with essentially a tripod grip. But, like, when I was a kid, my handwriting was atrocious. I mean, it's just after so much practice and basically dedicating my life to writing that my penmanship improved. Oh, so if you're wondering, I'm expecting, like, most of these arcade games in this marathon to be NO. Because, like I said, when it came to the early 80s, they just picked, like, literally every fucking arcade game there was. I mean, that's not technically true, but it seems to be functionally true. I mean, why else would they pick both Galaga and Galaxian? And my thumb is getting tired, which is not a good sign. I mean, the UFOs are not much of a problem at all. Unless they go kamikaze on you, I guess. You have to be at the furthest possible point if you want to hit that one. Like, in most arcade games, when I die, it does generally feel like it's my fault. But no, like, Moon Patrol, I seem to keep dying because the things that they're demanding of me seem increasingly impossible to actually execute. And because you move and shoot slower than it looks easier than it is. I mean, keep in mind, moving faster and slower, like, it feels like you're actually doing it with a legitimate car. So doing something as simple as getting out of the way, it takes a long time. I got a message. I think we're done here. Moon Patrol is a no. I mean, I had some fun with it. It's better than Xevious, and I liked it even more than Frogger until it started making me do impossible shit. And that's how it goes.